You're watching Idaho's News Channel 7. This is the news at 4.
$565,000. That's how much Boise Regional Realtors found the median sales price for homes in Ada County were last month. It's down 4% from July and still up, though, compared to last year at this time, but another sign of a cooling housing market. And today I spoke with real estate brokerage Redfin about what they're seeing here locally, but we're also hearing from someone trying to sell their house.
The pandemic fundamentally changed where people want to live. Remote work changed where people want to live, and markets that had never experienced the problems of California before were having their own problems, like multiple offers on a home driving up prices and people being priced out, especially locals.
For people living in the Gem State, that's exactly what folks experienced firsthand. Daryl Fairweather has been the chief economist at Redfin for 4 years. She says those changes that we saw at the start of the pandemic are changing again.
It's taken a 180 degree from where it was during the pandemic. About 70% of homes in Boise have experienced a price cut, and that is largely because sellers are having to wake up to the reality that buyers can't afford as much with these higher mortgage rates. And also there isn't this pandemic push of people looking to escape to a rural city like Boise.
Daryl adds the housing market is slowing down in general, but sellers in Boise got overeager with how they were pricing their home, which means many homes are now sitting on the market longer, something Jeffrey Nice is all too familiar with. He put his home on the market last month.
I think it's been a little over 30 days, which is somewhat normal in these times, I guess. I just missed the window.
While Jeffrey loves the Treasure Valley, he's trying to sell his home so he can move to Texas to be with his kids and grandkids. So far, he's had 3 open houses.
Everybody loves the house, but haven't had an offer yet, and it's a little bit frustrating, I guess. Kind of surprised because it's really it's a nice house, especially a nice entry-level home, but it's not going quite the way I hoped.
His listing comes as Redfin found sellers in Boise have cut their asking price by more than 61%. Denver followed with 55%. Salt Lake City at 51%.
I listed it originally at $430, which was well within the comparable home rate at the time. I did lower it about 2 weeks ago to $415, and might have to lower it again.
It's not like the sky is falling. They can still sell their home and probably get a lot more for it than they could have before the pandemic, but they're not going to be able to get as much, or not going to get as many offers as they would have earlier in the year. But yeah, it's still a fine time to sell a home.
As for potential buyers,
you can probably get a deal on a home. There's a home on the market right now and it's within your price range. You can afford it. You might be able to get it for a little bit less than asking price, maybe a couple $1,000s less. It means that you're probably not going to face any competition, so you can put whatever contingencies you want in your offer.
For perspective, we reached out to Boise Regional Realtors to get a snapshot of what the housing industry looks like now compared to this time last year. Boise Regional Realtors could not weigh in on the quality of homes, but sent us this data from the Intermountain MLS. In 2021, there were 55 homes between the price point of $300,000 to just under $400,000. Now, there are 150 homes. For homes listed between $400,000 and just under $500,000, there were 255 homes. Now, there are 584 homes. Jeffrey's Meridian home falls under that price range.
Kind of stressful a little bit.
And you heard Daryl mention it there briefly, but she says the big hurdle for potential buyers is really being able to afford the mortgage in the first place because mortgage rates are so much higher now than they were earlier in the year. She adds, gone are the days when the bidding wars were happening, which means the seller will likely have to drop their selling price or accept an offer at below the asking price.